Hello and welcome to our channel, Loyal Tops Creations. Thank you always for checking in on Fridays at 7 p.m. for our latest videos. Now, today what we want to talk about. I've had ladies who want to buy bead sets but don't know the size of the necklace that they want to buy, and I always ask them to measure themselves. And they ask how. So today I want to show you how you would measure yourself for a necklace. Now, the first thing to do is that when you want to measure yourself, don't bother yourself about the fact that the bead set you want to buy is probably a multi-row necklace. All you want to know is where the first we're talking about the first row, the first row of the necklace. Like what I'm wearing, this bead necklace here, this will be considered as the first row. I might wear more that have multiple rows and they drop down. Let me see if I can get one to show you. Now, this is a multi-row necklace. It's a necklace of 5 rows. So, if you want to measure yourself for this necklace, the first thing is that you need only this first row. You need to know where this first row will stop. Forget about the 4 rows. The following 4 rows, we are talking of only the first row here. So depending on where you like your bead sets to start, some people like choker necklaces. Some people like them to start maybe from about here. It all depends on what you like. So let's say you're a person that likes this type of necklace. You always like your bead sets to sit just on top of your collarbone here. So you need to measure around your neck here. So the first thing I ask is that whether you have a necklace, it could be a chain necklace, it could be a bead necklace, that you like where it sits. If you have, all you need to do is to measure from tip to tip. That's all you need to do. You need to measure it from tip to tip like this. So my measurements is always about 15.5. So any bead set that I'm going to make for myself, I always start with 15.5. If you don't have a necklace that you like the length, use a tape measure. All you need to do is to put it around your neck where you would like the bead necklace to sit, and measure yourself, just as I'm doing here. You measure it yourself where you'd like it to sit. That's where I would like it to sit. Take it off and check your measurements. Mine is 15.5. So if you would like it a bit lower down, possibly you like your necklaces to sit here, okay? So put the tape round and see. That will give you about 17. So that is your measurement. You don't measure it this way. Neither do you measure it this way. You have to put the tape round your neck. If you are making a necklace that you want to drop, then let's say you want it to drop within your bust here, then you put the tape there and measure what it will give you. This will give me about 22. So about 22 will take here, will drop about here. So that is how you make your measurements. Don't say usual measurements. There's nothing like usual measurement because we're all different in size. Our neck size is we're all different. We have people that are wide necked. We have people that are long necked and narrow. So you have to measure it to get the proper fitting. And that is how we measure for Loyal Tops Creations beads. You must measure for a proper fitting. Now the same thing is if you are measuring for your wrists, you want to measure for a bracelet. If it's there are two types of measurement that you can have. Now first of all is a fitted measurement, which is like this bracelet. I always like my bracelets to be fitted. Some people don't like fitted, they like it to move about. It all depends, and it also depends on the style of the set or the style of the bracelet. So if you want it fitted, you could do the same thing as I said. If you have a chain bracelet that is your size, you can just take it off and measure it from hook to hook, or you put the tape round your wrist. You be careful, hold it and put it round your wrist where you would like the bracelet to stop. If you like your bracelet here and you measure around here, it's not gonna go there, because here is narrower than this part of your wrist. So you need to measure where you would like your bracelet to stay if you want it to be fitted. I am about a 7.5. 7. So I use between 7 and 7.5. If you want it to move, about, then you can add maybe about half an inch. Not too much, otherwise it will be too big and it will just be dropping up your hand. So you don't want it to be too big. You can add just about half or less than half an inch for it not to be too tight. But if you want it fitted, do as I put it round your wrist, tip to tip, and that will give you the correct measurement. So that's how to measure for your wrist and your necklace. So that should sort that out. As I said before, don't forget, you don't need the length of all the rows in your necklace, only the first one. Everything else will follow. So thank you for tuning in. You can also go to the website. There is more information on how to measure yourself when buying jewelry, for your necklace, and for your bracelet as well. So thank you for tuning in this week, and I will be back next week with more videos. Thank you, and bye-bye.